Have you ever wondered about the implications of the maritime confrontations between the Philippines and China? It's a complex situation with a history that's as deep as the South China Sea itself. Well, please subscribe the channel for latest news. Also, let's rewind the clock to the 6th anniversary of an international tribunal ruling that shook the maritime claims in this region. The Philippines, in its assertion of sovereignty, cited this 2016 arbitration ruling. This pivotal ruling invalidated China's historical claims in the South China Sea, marking a significant victory for Manila. However, like a stubborn tide refusing to ebb, China refused to recognize the ruling. Instead, they maintained their claim based on historical maps, a testament to their unyielding stance on this maritime dispute. The Philippines, despite having the legal high ground, found itself in turbulent waters. Enforcing the ruling was akin to sailing against a fierce storm. It was a struggle, to say the least. Manila filed numerous protests, a beacon of resistance against China's relentless encroachment and harassment. The new Philippine president, Ferdinand Marcos Jr., stepped into this maelstrom, vowing to defend national sovereignty. At the same time, he sought to enhance ties with China, a diplomatic balancing act as delicate as it was necessary. Meanwhile, the United States and other countries raised their voices, calling on China to abide by international law and cease its provocative behavior. The Philippines condemned China's Coast Guard for unprovoked acts of coercion and dangerous maneuvers in the South China Sea. As tensions escalated, new players entered the scene, further complicating matters. The conflict didn't remain localized for long, as external countries soon got involved. The presence of Chinese maritime militia vessels in disputed waters was met with stern criticism from both the Philippines and the United States. These vessels, claimed by China to be fishing vessels seeking shelter, were seen as a clear encroachment on the sovereignty of the Philippines. The United States, with its long-standing commitment to promoting freedom of the seas, joined the chorus of disapproval. These maritime tensions were not just about territorial claims, but also about the broader principles of international law and the rights of all states to navigate freely. In response to this criticism, China's embassy in the Philippines accused these external countries of fueling tensions and playing geopolitical games. They argued that the rising tension was not a result of their actions, but a consequence of foreign interference. Adding to the fray, the Philippines lodged a complaint against China for the presence of Chinese vessels at the Whitsun Reef. This reef, located in the hotly contested South China Sea, had become a symbol of the larger maritime dispute. The Philippine military was instructed to increase visibility and ensure the safety of fishermen, a move that signaled the seriousness of the situation. Despite the escalating tensions, the details of the discussions between China's defense attaché and Philippine military representatives remained undisclosed. This lack of transparency added another layer of complexity to an already intricate web of geopolitical maneuvering. The tensions in the South China Sea were far from over, and the situation was about to heat up. As the situation worsened, the United States took a firm stand. The mighty USS Theodore Roosevelt led a U.S. aircraft carrier group into the contentious South China Sea. Their mission was clear and twofold: to promote freedom of the seas and to address the escalating concerns about China's maritime agenda. The U.S. Indo-Pacific Command echoed this stance, stating that the patrol's aim was to ensure freedom of the seas and to build partnerships for maritime security. But the United States went further, accusing China of bullying and attempting to build a maritime empire. In a bold move, sanctions were imposed on Chinese state companies involved in building artificial islands, a clear signal of disapproval of China's activities in the disputed waters. This escalation and international response have sparked a new level of tension in the South China Sea. The maritime confrontation between the Philippines and China is far from resolved, and the international community watches with bated breath.